Definitely. I was in a more traditional classroom last year where we had a computer lab and we had a cart of laptops when some were working and some weren't, that we were able to roll into the classroom when we signed up for them. And it's just like night and day, seeing the difference between having the access here at our fingertips. The students are just truly more engaged. They want to get their hands on things. It's like having a toy and they want to go in and play, and rather than opening up the textbook every day and reading about science, they're out there, manipulating things. They can go on hands-on, virtual explorations, and they can manipulate and watch things happen. And so they're not just reading about it, but they're then extending that knowledge, and it helps the engagement and it helps the retention because they have an experience to put behind it, not just a reading passage. They even like taking tests because we have the little clickers that they can use to take their tests, so they like to come in and take a test because they feel like they're doing a video game as opposed to just a pencil and paper test. So all the opportunities they have now, instead of just following the teacher instructions and going through the motions and getting it done, they're taking it further. They're creating websites and newspapers and videos and things that they never even knew they had the ability to do, and they're so proud of themselves for these things they can create that it just extends that learning and they want to keep going with it. So it's really neat to see them that involved and interested in what they're doing, and then you can link back and say, remember when we made this website, and they remember that information. They retain it much better.
Are there specific features or functions about your document camera that you feel have been most beneficial or the easiest to use?
I think probably the most important thing for me is the zoom and the autofocus because it makes it very student friendly. They can come up and place things under the document camera and display, and they're not having to twist something to focus it or to press all sorts of buttons. It's one touch and they can get right where they want to go. So it's very easy even for the little students, our kindergartners and our first graders, to be able to use the tools without fear that they're going to break it, and just feel confident around it, and then want more to share and to use the tools, because ultimately we want them to be for the students and not for the teachers.
So what would happen if you actually had to go back to teaching at a traditional classroom versus what you've been teaching with this year?
Definitely the level of student engagement that I'm able to achieve in a classroom where I have all of these tools. That's one thing that I don't think I could ever get back, no matter how hard I tried to rearrange my lessons. Another thing is probably the authenticity of the instruction that I'm giving now, because I'm able to give them real-world problems and they're able to use real-world methods to solve it. I mean, in the workplace, no matter what your job is, you're able to use these technology pieces to help you. The document cameras are used in the courtroom. The laptops and computers are used in every single office. Remotes or clickers of some way, shape, or form are used everywhere. So the students are getting these opportunities that they'll take with them no matter where they go. And that's one thing I would definitely miss.